What's up, you guys? It's Mark here. I'm going to be comparing the Fear of God Nike Air Skylon 2 in the white. So, first off, I'm going to be talking about the black pair. So, the black pair, you have first this oxidized aesthetic of the sole. I really like what Nike and Jordan Brand have been doing by using this kind of oxidized white, off-white, for the sole. I think we first saw it retail release on the Union Air Jordan 1s, kind of going for that vintage look. And I think that Nike is really starting to realize that people want those older aesthetics with their shoe. Early images of the Cactus Jack Air Jordan 1s have this oxidized sole, so I do think that this could be around for a while before Nike decides to vault it. So initially, the two of the things that I noticed when I look at the shoe right away are the patent leather swoosh and this 3M toe cap. We all know what 3M is by now, so I'm really not going to talk much about this, but I do think it's very interesting that Nike opted to use patent leather on the swoosh, and it's black for both shoes versus if they could have done white here, which I think would have offered maybe a little bit more of a monochromatic colorway for the shoe, kind of like what we're seeing with the leaked images of the Sail colorway, which I will for sure be getting and maybe even reviewing. So you can tell that this is a mesh toe cap, which is good in terms of creasing, because mesh really doesn't crease all that much compared to other materials like leather, especially when we're talking about 2014 era of Jordans, where they were really just pumping out hundreds of thousands of colorways, and the materials that they were using were just really bad. Moving up from this mesh material into the tongue of the shoe, you actually have a perforated leather, which is really nice. I think that this is going to be a great shoe to wear during the summertime. It's going to offer a lot of breathability, and it's also very lightweight. I can't tell you right now what the weight of the shoe is, but I'll post it somewhere up here in comparison to maybe an Ultra Boost and a Flyknit Vapor Max that I both own. But yeah, this is a very light shoe, and I think that it will be a very nice shoe to wear during the summer. After this perforated leather, which is actually a better quality on the white pair. It's much softer, much less stiff. It might be kind of hard to see, but the lining on both of the shoes, the leather feels about the same. This is really the only visual on the exterior of the shoe where it says or mentions anything about fear of God. And I think that, rather than maybe this here, they could have added something to this lace lock, as well as, maybe something else on the shoe. Maybe at the back here, they could have put, FOG or something on one pair, and, actually see. Because I might be wrong. Nope, it says Air on both. So yeah, they could have done a little bit more for branding Fear of God, but Nike, kind of particular when it comes to giving creators free reign. I do think that designers have been much more. They've been pushed a lot more to be more creative, and Nike's been giving up some of their restrictions to these designers and letting them kind of do a little bit more of what they want to do. What I don't like about this shoe is, number one, this mesh upper on this black pair is really not that bad because it's going to be black, but this white pair This is a pretty sticky mesh. It's got a lot of, it's very textured. You can tell that it's going to pick up a lot of dirt, a lot of dust. It's going to scuff, and it's not going to clean up very well, which is kind of unfortunate. But for $150, you can't really ask Nike to be that considerate. Complain about this white pair. I do think they should have done the oxidized aesthetic on the sole. They missed the opportunity there to make this one a little bit more vintage. They already gave up the monochromatic theme of this shoe by putting on the black patent leather swoosh. But I do love the rope laces. They actually, I think, give you, yeah, that's 2 different thickness rope laces. They also gave a pair of flat laces. I really like this, the ones that they have in there the most. I just think that you're getting the most out of these laces. These thicker ones, these could be just a different colorway as well. I think they're a little bit more on the cream end. These ones are great. What I don't like about this black pair, I don't like this 3M here. I don't like that it, looks kind of odd. The bird's eye from this shoe is actually not terrible. It's a little bit long and not really that well defined in my opinion, but it's also just this model of shoe. Comfort wise, I'm sure this thing's amazing. I still have yet to wear them. The high today outside was 13 degrees, and we have about 6 inches of snow. So these definitely will not get worn or even tried on until a few months from now, just because there's really no reason for me to try them on right now. I'm not going to post that often. So yeah.